The art of the deal, the Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion deal, might not be pretty. CBC News obtained a copy of the $4.5 billion agreement between Ottawa and Kinder Morgan, and it reveals Donald Trump, yes, Donald Trump, could play a key role in determining if the deal goes ahead. Under the agreement, the federal government is buying not just Trans Mountain, but the Puget Sound pipeline, which ships crude from BC to Washington state. That part of the purchase is subject to a national security review by the U.S. Committee on Foreign Investment, known as CFIUS. The problem? Depending on what CFIUS concludes, their recommendation can be referred to the president, so Trump could have the final say. The entire Trans Mountain deal can't close without U.S. approval.
With all the other balls in the air that we have, NAFTA renegotiation, tariffs and retaliatory tariffs, why would we place in a contract for purchase of a pipeline that's as controversial as this one, yet another card for Trump to play?
According to the Council on Foreign Relations, since the committee was formed back in 1975, presidents have only blocked deals on 5 occasions, but Trump accounts for 2 of those. A government source, however, insists the Liberals aren't worried. They expect to get approval. A spokesperson for the Minister of Finance told CBC News CFIUS clearance is one of a number of regulatory and shareholder processes required prior to the completion of the purchase agreement. These processes are on track. This trade lawyer says it's not time to push the panic button yet.
This transaction strikes me as something that should be, for the most part, routine in the United States. Now, having said that, once you get into a tit-for-tat trade war and you're using very bellicose language, it does run the risk that the Americans could use this as a case to make an example of it.
One more hurdle for this controversial pipeline to cross before it gets built, if it ever does. Vashi Kapelos, CBC News, Ottawa.